चलेगा टाइम हो गया या स्टार्टिंग है नहीं नहीं सॉरी इट वाज इन अदर रूम ना इसलिए अभी मैंने देखा जस्ट मिस कॉल फाइन ओके आफ्टर द मीटिंग देन यू विल कम ओके या थैंक
Good evening.
गुड इवनिंग सर हेलो वेरी गुड इवनिंग यतिराज जी
Yes, good evening, Kalpana. How are you?
I'm good. Busy doing your homework, and I think so. This is my first time in my life. तो मैं इतना seriously कर रही हूँ मेरा homework. And I'm
Good,
thinking
good.
so much. I'm using my brain. I mean, so much I'm having. Up till now, I'm not used it, but nowadays I'm just using it. Really.
Super.
Thanks to you, sir. Thanks to you.
And you know one thing about the brain
Yes.
is the more you use it,
Yeah.
the more you realize how much more you have.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm realizing. यार मेरे में तो इतना talent था मैंने use ही नहीं किया. But better late than never. Better late than never.
Better late than never. Absolutely. Good evening, Alpesh. Good evening, Mahesh ji.
Good evening, sir. Yati ji.
Kalpana is the. No, I think Mahesh is sorry. Alpesh ने भी शायद questions भेजे थे ना. Alpesh, you also shared some questions, right?
Right, sir.
You sent it in the personal window or in the
group?
No. In the group only. But you sent it handwritten, right?
Yeah,
right.
Photo खींच के भेजा.
कल्पेश I mean कल्पना का टाइप था सीट. हाँ पढ़ा पूरा एकदम डिटेल में नहीं गया but you know पढ़ा and a couple of suggestions thoughts but I thought I'll use your this thing to share it with others because अल्पेश का तो handwriting
okay,
थोड़ा पढ़ने में मुश्किल होता है.
Definitely sir. Yeah.
बट मैं सुन के मतलब पढ़ के बता दूंगा आपको सर.
हाँ वो बाद में अगर टाइम मिलेगा तो देखेंगे. टाइम तो नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि आज तो बहुत कुछ कवर करना है.
उसके रिलेटेड ही होगा शायद. आप
सर वन मोर थिंग यू जस्ट
इतना तो हैंड राइटिंग गंदा नहीं है सर.
नहीं गंदा नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है.
गंदा नहीं है. सी आई एम एक्चुअली सर एक और बात आपको डिस्कस करनी है about what I said yesterday about the clients and the prospects. Clients and the prospects difference between what is exactly. Please share that, sir.
Okay.
When everybody comes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can ask me once again when people join. Yeah, that's a good question. Very
okay,
good
now
question.
You say you can share. Yeah.
नहीं मैं आने के सबके आने के बाद ही अभी और 1 मिनट में स्टार्ट करेंगे. अनंत भी आ गया. Welcome Anand.
Thank you sir.
Okay, we'll start at 5:31. We'll give 1 minute extra time to people and then we'll start. Because Mirko, I think about 32 years back, okay, I learned one thing, and that is you should not penalize people who are in time for people who are going to be late. जो लोग टाइम पे आए हैं, you have to value them.
Sir, one more thing I learned in Landmark Education: honor your word. Honor your word. Yes, when you honor your word, because if you honor your word, if you say that I'll be reaching this time, but you have to reach. And once you declare ना, बोलते ना सारी कायनात आपको मदद करती है. And this has happened with me, like most of the time. Yeah.
The first training I attended in my life, first serious training outside the sales training was Landmark only.
Wow,
I
great.
did that in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Welcome Santosh. Welcome
Sine.
Okay. Welcome Abdul. Okay, yes Kalpana, you can start with your question.
Well, welcome all. Welcome coach.
Thank you Abdul. Welcome. Yes Abdul. Yes Kalpana, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead with your
question. My question is what is the difference between clients and prospects?
Okay, so prospects are until they become your clients. Okay, actually there are 3 parts: prospects, customers and clients. Prospects, customers and clients. So prospects are until they buy your product or your service, they are prospects. Once they buy, they become customers, and when they become your regular customer, that is when we use the word client. Okay. In LIC, in insurance, you can always call them client because they are going to be a regular customers only.
Yes.
But many other places, we have a differentiation between customers and client. Customers are people who have bought your product once or twice. Clients are people who are your regular customers.
Sir, I heard first time the difference between the customer and client. Clients.
Right. Most of the people don't know this difference.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
Today, of course, I started this session today with learning of the difference between a customer and clients.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Really good.
Yes. And actually, I was hesitant yesterday. What people will laugh at me. Inko abhi tak difference nahi malum clients or customers.
Everybody who is here right now, welcome Sanjay ji.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Everybody. Yeah, good evening. So never hesitate because there are many people who have the question, but they are all hesitating like you.
Yes.
What will others think? But tell me, is there anybody else here who has paid your fee? Anybody else has paid your fees?
No, I myself.
So why are you bothered about what they think?
No, I paid.
Yeah, so why are you bothered about what they think?
No, I actually learned in Landmark Education.
Huh.
In Landmark only I learned. In your sharing, many people are going to get.
Correct.
As you said just now.
Absolutely. Welcome, Richa. All right.
Hi, sir.
So let me start with welcome, Richa, once again. So let me start with, I think all of us got this thing from Kalpana. I mean, we got from Alpesh also, but I'm going to use Kalpana's this thing. Okay, we'll go back 1 second. Okay, so I'm just using Kalpana's as an example. And if you have any questions, you can share. But if there is anything you want to share, please do it later. Okay, so, Kalpana, you have started with what is the secret of your success. Now, you can normally not start with that question. It's very, very difficult. This is a question you will ask to people after you have built some rapport, isn't it?
Okay, fine.
Okay, and which is the most memorable incident? Again, for that, you have to have a lot more rapport with them. I mean, it has to be much later. How would you describe a perfect couple? Again, very good question, excellent question, very good for connection, but not in the beginning. Okay, so in the beginning, if you remember,
okay,
we spoke about form. Okay, tell me something about your family, tell me something about your occupation. Okay, so form will be a lot more easier to start with. Okay, then again, situation question. Now you're asking, do you have your dinner at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m.? In what way is it related to what you are saying? Is there any relation between this question and the purpose of your visit? Yes, no?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I didn't hear.
Okay, I said you are asking, do you have your dinner at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m.? Are you able to hear me, Kalpana? Kalpana, am I audible?
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
Welcome, Abhishek. Welcome, Nandakumar. So I'm saying you're asking a question. Do you have your dinner at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m.? In what way it is related to the purpose of your visit? Let's see, Alpesh. Okay. Okay, again, do you believe in ghosts? Okay, in no way it's connected. Okay, morning walk, evening walk. See, all of these are good questions, but not at all connected. So the prospect will be wondering why you are asking these questions. If these are the questions you are asking to one of your friends, it's all right.
Achha.
But not
Sir,
to a prospect. Yeah.
Sir, actually, I didn't get it. Now I'm getting it that these are the questions we are going to ask to the prospects because in the title it was not written, right?
Oh, okay.
So I misunderstood this.
No, I thought because
so I took it in general. I took it in general.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong. Okay, if you remember, we spoke about this during our identifying need.
Yes.
So the questions about identifying need are questions you will ask your prospect.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Now this is this problem awareness question. Will this product satisfy your expectation? This will come much later after you have explained about the product. Here, see, remember all of these questions are before you get into your presentation, before you start talking about your product. Okay, so here all the questions during identifying need are kind of diagnosis. What are the questions you want to ask your prospect by which you can understand their problems, their difficulties, their challenges, their needs, their desires, all of that. Okay, so that when you are doing the presentation, you can connect it to whatever they are saying. And guys, by the way, whatever I'm saying is not only with Kalpana. I'm just using hers because she has shared the question, so I'm using that as an example. But this is for everybody. During identifying need, you are going to ask question which will help you to understand the prospect's needs, the prospect's problem, prospect's pain, prospect's goals, prospect's desires. Okay, remember, whenever we are selling a product, either it has to solve their current problem or it has to solve their future problem. Write this down. Write this down. Any product, any service, we are always selling either to solve their current problems or their future problems. Sometime it could be to help them to achieve their dreams, to help them to achieve their goals. Okay, see, for example, here you have asked, are you worried about your child's result? Now, this is a very good question if you are an educational consultant. Yes. But here you are not an educational consultant, you are your insurance agent. So you can say, are you worried about your child's future, about your child's education?
Future, yeah, education. Right.
About your child's security.
Exactly.
Okay, again, will you be able to reach airport before time? Is not connected with the purpose of your visit. Okay, do you want to increase your sales by 50%? Is a very good question I can ask, but not you, because you are not a sales trainer.
Oh, right.
Okay, it can be asked by Alpesh. Alpesh is into sales training or selling sales training. Okay. Do you want to be non-judgmental? Again, not related.
Not related, yeah.
Yeah. Can the tuition teacher? Again, not related. Qualifying question. Will this protection plan secure my family in my absence? Again, should come much later because you have still not explained about your, would you, here you can ask this question, would you like a protection plan which can secure your family in your absence? Would you like to know about a protection plan which can secure your family in your absence? Okay, again, the other two questions not related. Don't you know practice makes a man perfect? Not related. Do you want health issues by following? Do you want to fail in exams? Okay. Transition question. Is this deal acceptable to you? Okay. So do you assure to complete this work within 2 days? Yeah. See, again, this, do you assure to complete this work within 2 days? I can ask you as my students, I can ask you.
Yes.
So I'm asking you for your commitment. Okay. All right. Let me see whether we can go through Alpesh.
Thank you, sir. I got it. Actually, now I came to know. I was like, I thought it was general. That is why. Thank you, sir.
Good.
Thanks for sharing. Now I got it.
Pleasure. Welcome, Lakshmi ji. Okay. Does that make sense? See again, Alpesh, are you there? Alpesh? Yeah, okay. So Alpesh, for example, does that make sense? It's not a question. It's a close-ended question that you can ask when you are making the presentation. When you're explaining something about your product, you can ask that question. Does that make sense? Okay, we'll cover that. We'll cover that a little bit more as we go along in the presentation. This is called clincher question. Okay, is there anything else you need to know that will help you to decide? Yeah, that's a good question. But again, that is more of a question which should come much later.
Okay.
I suggest we go ahead and plan the next stage much later. What would you like to do next?
Like to do next.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, again, it's a question which should come later. See, remember, right now we are at which stage of the presentation? We are at the identify.
पहले से आप लास्ट से आप देखो, नीचे से पहले से तो आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा.
Okay,
कनेक्टिंग क्वेश्चन से
देखता हूँ. Yeah, we'll cover that, Anand. Let's see. Okay. All right. Last से देखता हूँ. Okay.
Connecting
okay. Connecting questions. Okay. Building rapport. Yeah. Where are you from? That's a good question. Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, that's a good question. How is the weather? How is the weather के बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं बात करना है. Okay. Make something which is more relevant. Okay. How is the weather is more of a small talk. Nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't give you any value. Tell me a little about your life. Very good. Yes. Okay. Or your business. Yes. What you do. Okay. Question about अभी कहाँ है. Okay. अभी कहाँ है will be a more of a connecting question rather than a situation question.
Okay.
Who is sole? What do you mean by who is sole
owner of the business?
मतलब क्या? अगर sole owner तो वो आगे वही होंगे ना. अगर sole owner बोल रहे हो तो वही होंगे ना, दूसरे कौन होंगे?
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Business tenure.
You can,
how many
if it's a
employees
partnership company, आप पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, partnership company तो पूछ सकते हैं who is the managing partner or something. If it's a private limited, you can ask who is the managing director. Business tenure is also good. Yeah. उसके नीचे क्या है? How many employees? Yeah. Okay. ये सब ठीक है. Situation question is okay. Problem question. Describe to me what your life would look like. नहीं, ये तो see, you are talking about business, so you have to connect it to the business.
Okay.
How are you achieving this right now? You can again, depending. See, I cannot really give you because it all has to come in a perspective. Okay, welcome, Preeti. How are you achieving? What is the biggest problem? Yeah, this is a very good question. What is the biggest problem? Or avoid the word headache.
Headache.
Avoid the word headache. Yeah. What is the biggest problem? Yeah. Are you satisfied with your present sales? Very good. Excellent question. Guys, I'm going through Alpesh's questions, which is there in the group. Okay, so that's a very good question. What are the disadvantages of the way? Yeah, this is also good, but you have to polish it a little bit more. Okay, this doesn't sound right. What are the disadvantages of the way you are handling the situation? You are handling right now. You have to polish it. Okay. Solution, what they are and why they are so important. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. They are very good questions, Alpesh, but you have to polish them a lot. This is very initial. This is good. Very good beginning. Okay. 90% of the people don't come up to the level, so you are very good, but you still have a long way to go. Money, Mr. Prospect. क्या लिखा है आपने? Mr. Prospect.
अच्छा, मैं मतलब हिंदी में बताऊं कि मिस्टर प्रोस्पेक्ट मतलब हाँ आपके हिसाब से इसका आपके हिसाब से इसका वैल्यू कितना होना चाहिए?
ओके, अवॉइड दैट,
इतना है
अवॉइड दैट बिकॉज सी अगर वो बोलेगा मेरे हिसाब से इसका 10,000 होना चाहिए और आप बोल रहे हो 60,000 है, तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाएगा ना। ओके, ठीक है। सो ये क्वेश्चन आप कब पूछ सकते हो? व्हेन यू कैन आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन इज टुवर्ड्स द एंड, इफ दे से इट्स टू एक्सपेंसिव, that time you can ask. Okay, Mr. Prospect, what is most important? Yeah, this is a very good question. What is most important right now? Okay, all right. बस इतना ही है ना?
हाँ, उसके ऊपर देखो ऑथोरिटी वाला,
उसके ऊपर
हाँ,
अच्छा ऑथोरिटी वाला, हाँ ठीक है। You know, decision maker, do you make, okay, don't ask this, do you make decision alone or do you have a friend? Instead of that you say थोड़ा सा पॉलिश करना पड़ेगा. Okay, but if you remember what I told you was, would you be able to take a decision by yourself or do you want somebody else to be involved? Would you prefer somebody else to be involved? Okay. Again, offer scarcity लिखा है लेकिन क्वेश्चन नहीं लिखा है आपने.
हाँ, ऑफर में पूछ सकते, मतलब अगर कोई ऑफर चल रहा है तो आप उसको बता सकते हैं.
हाँ, बता सकते हैं, लेकिन हमारे नहीं, अगेन सी ऑफर सब कब आएगा? आफ्टर यू हैव डन द प्रेजेंटेशन, राइट? Right now we are in the identifying need.
Right.
So remember the stage at which you are.
हाँ, पर
Okay, Revati, I will come to your question, but in
but sir, एक मिनट,
एक सेकंड अल्पेश, एक सेकंड. Okay, so Revati, instant answer is yes, it does, but not that much. Okay, so I'll come to that again. Yes, बोलो अल्पेश, जल्दी से बोलो.
अच्छा, अगर ऑफर है तो उनका जो डिसीजन क्वालिफाइंग करने में हमको पता चलेगा कि इतने टाइम के अंदर वो परचेज करने वाला है. मान लो कि ऑफर बताया कुछ भी है,
हाँ, तो वो आप
क्वालिफाई करने में
वो आप पूछ सकते हो कि assuming the solution I offer you, you are satisfied with the solution I offer you, and I'm sure you will be satisfied. Okay, by when you would like to get started? All right, what would change in your life? Yeah, that's also a good question. Okay, good. All right, guys. So how many of you think the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes we invested going through Kalpana's questions and Alpesh's question has been useful to you? Yes? Have you got a little bit more clarity about what is identifying need questions? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Quite definitely. Useful.
Very
definitely.
Good.
Thank you.
But remember, all of them are good for learning. But until you start preparing your questions and start sharing, okay, even after today's session, you can still start sharing. But again, my humble request to you will be type and share, either through mail or through the group. But type and share, because many times it's difficult for me to read your. Just a second, I forgot to put my mobile on silent. Just give me a second. No, it is on silent only. Okay, all right. So because sometimes it is difficult for me to read the handwritings. Okay, for example, how much ever you know their pain and share the benefits and handle objections. People like perfectionists always say we will get back after doing some more analysis on there. Yes, Revati, whatever you have written is very good, but you have gone far ahead of where we all are right now. Right now we are talking about what are the questions you can be prepared with, so that when you are talking to them, after you have fixed up an appointment, you are meeting them and you are going through a series of questions and statements to understand what their pains are. This is like the diagnosis of a doctor. Am I clear? Am I clear, Revati? All right. Let's start with today's session because we have a lot to cover. Thank you, Revati. Thank you for your response. All right, so we are on the final day of our session. All right. So on one hand, I'm very excited. It's a final day. On the other hand, I'm saying, oh my God, I'm going to be missing all your association. I hope you to feel the same way. All right. So are we ready to continue?
Yes.
Before that, last 4 days, have they given you as much value as you expected, less than what you expected, or more than what you expected? Be honest.
More.
More? Who said that?
Santosh.
Fantastic, Santosh. Thank you. Thank you. Lakshmi ji also saying more than what I expected.
Much more.
Much more.
Much more.
I think that's Anant, right? Was that Anant?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. See, I'm getting to know your voices now. More. Abhishek says more. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I feel little different.
Okay, boliye.
You have shared a lot according to the schedule.
Who is this?
But this is Abdul. This is Abdul.
Yes, Abdul. Yes, Abdul. Go ahead.
You have shared a lot. There is no doubt in that. But I feel that schedule was really tight.
Yeah.
The time that time frame for this course is really short.
No, I don't know how many of you know this, but this is the last and the final 5-day program we are doing. After this, we will be moving on to a minimum 3-month course. And I have got a special offer for all the people who have gone through the 5-day program. Whatever be the value, whatever be the investment for the 3-month program, you will get a discount of whatever you already invested. So you will have an option to attend the 3-month program.
That's a good news, sir.
Huh?
That's a good news.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, because see, I definitely wanted you to benefit from whatever I'm sharing, but at the same time, I don't want you to pay double. So whatever you have invested, that will be reduced from your investment for the 3-month program. It will be a 13-week program. Okay, we are working out the other details. We'll be sharing with you shortly. All right. So are we ready to continue? If yes, just write R or yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, let's do a quick recap. How many of you have actually done the self-test? I don't want to know your scores, but you have done the self-test. Just write S, S for self-test. S for self-test. If you have done the self-test, you've got the score. Yeah, okay. And I'm not going to ask who has not done. If you have not done, my humble suggestion will be do it. And if you have got less than 70, then you still really have a lot to do. Okay, but if you have got more than 70, don't trust your answers. Because I don't know about you individually, but most of us, we are lenient with ourselves. So ask 1 or 2 of your friends, close friends, and ask them to evaluate you on those 10 points. All right. Preparation. I know a couple of you have already prepared fully, but again, if you have prepared fully, you still have to go a lot deeper. Okay. It should take you minimum of 15 days, maybe even a 1 month, if you are going to invest 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour every single day. Because all those questions, they look very simple, but they have a lot of depth in it. Okay. I had requested all of you to do some kind of a role play with each other about your approach or introduction. Has anybody done that? Just say I or me if you have done that. And if you have not done that, don't type anything. If you have done it, just say I or me. If you have not done that, my suggestion to you will be do it within the next 24 hours. Okay, Mahesh ji has done. Abdul, is that yes for yes? You have done, is that for that? If you have, then congratulations. Okay, Mahesh ji, kiske saath kiya aapne? Mahesh ji, with whom you did? And Abdul, if you have done, with whom you have done?
Sir, is not that elevator pitch?
Okay, elevator pitch or phone call, which both are okay.
I did the elevator pitch.
With somebody?
No, I recorded and shared in
No. I said call somebody. See, elevator pitch is not going to be that useful to you because you are not going to be meeting your prospects in the elevator most of the time, right? But you should be fully prepared with an elevator pitch because it could be a great opportunity when you have a chance to meet. But phone call is what you will be needing more often because you will be calling your prospects, or when your prospects are calling you, you should know how to talk to them. So elevator pitch is very, very important, very, very essential, but you have to practice your phone call. If you are making a call to somebody, it could be a cold call, it could be a referral call, it could be a call which somebody has called you and now you're calling them back, where your objective is to fix an appointment. Okay, so do the role play. Do the role play with somebody and record it. Record it and share it in the group also. And again, whenever you're doing a role play, it should be both ways. For example, if Abdul is doing with Abdul is doing with Nandakumar, then Abdul will do the role play with Nandakumar, and then Nandakumar will do the role play with Abdul. And then each of you can give a feedback to each other. Okay, what was good, what was not so good, what can be improved, what has to be changed. So all that. Okay. So my suggestion to you, all of you, will be practice your introduction, and ideally you should be looking at doing a role play with everybody in the group. Okay, two advantages. One is you will get different perspectives. Number two, you will have an opportunity to tell everybody what you're doing. And same way, you will have an opportunity to learn from others what they are doing. So you may come across a good prospect, which will be a good prospect for them. So if I give you a prospect, wouldn't you also try to give me a prospect? Yes or no? If I gave you a prospect, would you also not try to give me a prospect? Yes, yes, yes. So, but always remember, give first. Give first. Don't expect first. Okay. You know, this thing is give and take, not take and give. Okay. So always try to be a giver. Okay. I'm sure all of you have heard this word called go-getter. But the people who are highly successful in the world are people who are go-givers. In fact, there's a beautiful book by the name Go-Giver. Wonderful book, Go-Giver. All right. Then, yeah, so this is appointment role play, which we talked about. And the last, questions for identifying need. I have got only from Kalpana and Alpesh, and I suggest all of you to prepare the questions for identifying need, because that is going to be, if you asked me, Mr. Yatiraj, based on your experience of last 27 plus years in sales training and 43 plus years in sales, which is the most important step of the paid accounts, I will have no hesitation in saying I. Not I means me, but I, identifying me. Nothing is more important than identifying me. 50 to 60%, 70% of the sale is already made in identifying need, even before you talk about your product. So you have to be expert in identifying need. Okay, during identifying need itself, you have started programming their mind to know more about what you're saying and buy what you're going to offer. So that is what is the most important. Okay, any question on whatever is on the screen right now? No? Okay. All right. So let's move forward. Okay. Who remembers the 5 questions? Who remembers the 5 questions? Looking for your answers in the chat box.
Sir, I have something to ask here.
Okay, just wait a minute. Is it related to what we are talking just now?
Yes, they're related to the slide,
Okay,
which is
go ahead.
on this.
Okay, go ahead.
The second one is the most challenging or toughest profession is sales, and the
Yeah.
fourth one is easiest profession in the world is also sales. How is
Right,
that?
right. Very, very good question. Okay, see, it is okay. Which of the two you are more willing to accept right now?
Challenging.
Okay, so that is fine. Okay, now why do I call it the easiest profession? Because this is something, selling is something we learn right from childhood. Even as a child, we knew how to sell. Whenever you wanted a dress, whenever you wanted a toy, whenever you wanted a chocolate, it was quote unquote sales, isn't it?
Yes.
So because it is the easiest, you were able to do even when you were a child, even without any training.
Got it.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
And again, we all know the answer to this question. So let's go to what is selling. Who can type me the first word? Okay, I want 3 people to type 3 different words. Anybody who can type the first word, then somebody else can type the second word, then somebody else can type the third word. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, activate is the second. Identifying is the first. Yes. Identify, activate, and third word is satisfy. Absolutely, absolutely right. Okay. Now somebody who has not typed, type the first word, somebody else can type the second word quickly. As you're thinking about that, let me go to the next one. Yeah, perfect, Nandakumar. Transference. Yes, Abdul. Feeling. Yes, absolutely. And the last one, selling is solving people's problems at a profit. Right, right. Okay. Salespeople are trained. Salespeople must be good. Right. And I just want to spend a minute here, and I want you, I want to share that most of us, we are not good communicators by default. Most of us, we have a long way to go in communication. A good communicator means people understand exactly what you are trying to communicate, and you understand exactly what people are trying to communicate. And if you want to be a good communicator, you have to take 100%, and write this down. Okay, as a good communicator, you must take 100% responsibility for what people understand when you are talking and what you understand when people are talking. As a good communicator, you cannot tell other person, okay, that they are bad communicators. Okay, very, very difficult. I wish we had more time. I can take at least about an hour, hour and a half about this one point itself. Okay, what is good communication? Okay, and maybe in one of the future sessions, I'll do that for you. Okay, good salesperson is a
buyer's assistant.
Buyer's assistant. Fantastic. What are the 3 factors for success in selling?
Attitude, skill, and experience.
Fantastic, fantastic. People love to buy but don't like to be
Sold.
Right.
Sold.
People buy from people they
Trust and
Like and trust.
like and trust.
like and trust. Right. I mean, even trust and like is okay, but normally
Yeah, both will,
remember, normally people have to like you before they can trust you. In
Exactly.
general,
Like and trust.
not necessarily. Sometimes it is possible people don't like you, but they trust you. Sometimes it is possible people like you, but don't trust you. Okay. So remember, trust is more important in selling than even the like. But normally, if people like you, it's easier for them to trust you. If they don't like you, it is more difficult for them to trust you. And the last but not the least, people don't buy products or services, they buy solutions. All right.
Solutions.
Right. So what are the words which will come?
Average product. with
An
great
average
selling
product,
skills
yes.
will always beat a great product with average selling.
Great.
But a great
Product
product with average sellings but a great product with
but a great product with great
average
selling skills
great selling skills
is unbeatable. Absolutely. Okay. So I hope you all have a great product, but whether you have a great product or you have an average product, you need to have great selling skills. Okay. In fact, better the product, the more selling skills you need. Because sometimes average products you can sell based on the price. Sometimes. Okay. But if you have an average product, then you need to know how to handle customer objection when it comes to quality, which we'll cover when we go to handling objections. Okay. So I'm not going to wait for you to answer. I hope you all have the answers to all these questions. Otherwise, take a screenshot and later on you can answer. So what are the 7 steps of selling? Who remembers? Who remembers the word? Like
paid accounts.
Paid accounts. Who said that? Who said that?
Kalpana.
Kalpana, fantastic Kalpana, paid accounts. So somebody else besides Kalpana, what is P? Yeah, thank you, Revati. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Pre-sales.
Right. And what does it include?
Prospecting.
Preparation, expectation, prospecting.
Preparation, positive expectation, and
Prospecting.
Right. Approach. What is the purpose of approach?
Fixing appointments.
There's one and only one purpose of approach, and that is fixing appointments. And remember, many times this by itself is a sale. This by itself is a sale. That means, again, you need to be prepared for this. You should have a positive expectation, and you should be finding out whether you're talking to the right prospect. Okay. And sometimes you may have to even identifying their need, why they should give you an appointment. Okay. And you have to, tell them why they should give you an appointment. You have to ask for the order. That is, you have to ask for the timing. Okay. And sometimes they may have an excuse. Oh, I don't have time. I'm busy. So you have to handle this excuse. Okay. So you can work on this as we go along. Okay. I for identifying need and problems. D for
demonstrate solutions.
Demonstrating, yes.
Solution.
Yes. A for
ask for the order.
Ask for the order or
closing.
Yep. C for
clarify the doubts or handling objections.
And sell, seal
and service.
So what does this picture remind you?
Preparation.
And there are 5 things. And again, the more you are prepared, the easier it will be for you to sell. Okay, but most of us, we have not gone so much deeper into our preparation. Okay, so how many of you have started? And again, remember, started means many people, they do it in their head. And nothing wrong in doing it in their head, but it is not enough. Because I don't know about you, but many times, whatever I do in my head, by evening or by next day, I forget. Anybody like me here? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Lakshmi says me. Okay. Right, Mahesh, Nandakumar, yeah. Abdul, okay. So write it down. And you can keep changing. Doesn't matter. It may take you 1 week, it may take you 15 days, it may take you 1 month, it may take you 3 months. Okay, even if it takes you 3 months for this preparation, it'll still be useful to you for many, many years to come. And the beauty is, once you prepare for whatever you're selling right now, it will be easier for you to prepare if tomorrow you change the product. Okay. So don't think, oh, but I don't know how long I'll be here, I'll be changing. But the preparation you do, you are developing a muscle, which will be useful to you even for future. Okay. This one, positive expectation. Okay, and it's very, very, very important, irrespective of what happens. Whenever you are making a new call, or whenever you are going to meet a new prospect, or even if you are going to meet a prospect whom you have been following for 3 months, okay, whenever you call them, see, you tell me, what is the purpose of calling somebody if you think they are not going to be positive? What is the purpose of calling? If I expect you are going to give me a negative answer, why should I call you? Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whenever you're calling somebody, whenever you're meeting somebody, okay, whether you're meeting them in person, whether you're meeting them on phone, whether you're meeting them online, always have a positive expectation. Take 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour. Okay, if you have to, listen to a motivational tape, or if you have to listen to your favorite song, but be positive. Be positive. All right. All right. This one?
Prospecting.
Right. This one?
Approach.
Approach, right. Okay. So we have covered pre-sale, we have covered approach. This one?
Identifying the pain points.
Right. Focus on pain, focus on their need. Okay. So identifying need. And we already covered a lot yesterday. Yeah. So understanding the customer needs starts with asking the right question. And that is where I gave you this exercise to have so many questions ready. Now you are not going to ask all the questions to everybody, but you will have prepared so that depending on the situation, you will be able to come up with the right questions. All right. So what is meant by 5 wives and 1 husband? Anybody?
Why, what, where,
Why,
when,
and 1 H. Why, and 1 H.
Right.
how.
Where, who, when, what.
Absolutely. How is the husband? Where, what, who, when, why are the wives. Okay. And again, especially when you're asking a why question, you have to be extremely careful about the tone of your voice. When you're asking a why, it should not look like you're questioning them. Okay. May I understand why? May I understand why you're saying that? Not why are you saying that? So a small change in your tone can, upset them. So be careful. Okay. And again, whatever questions you are preparing for the identifying need, almost 70 to 80%, 90% of the questions should start with one of these 6 points, one of the 6 words. Okay. So we have already covered this. Break the ice. Okay. Tell them the agenda, what you're going to do. For example, you go there and you say hello, hi, and you say, it was really nice talking to you the other way. Or, if you are going to, if you have gone there to meet, say, if they have given you the directions of your place, you say, it was the way you gave the direction, it was really so nice. Or you can say, wow, what a lovely office here. Or what a lovely poster you have in your reception area. Or if you are going to their home, okay, appreciate any of their posters or any saying they have got. Or it's a lovely house you have, or very well planned, whatever. So start with some kind of an appreciation wherever it is possible, and as far as possible, write this down. As far as possible, your appreciation should be genuine. But even a non-genuine appreciation is better than no appreciation. Non-genuine appreciation is better than no appreciation. But as far as possible, make sure that your appreciation is genuine, because more genuine the appreciation, more powerful it is. Am I clear? Revati, what, why there?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, why we should avoid ask like. No, Revati, I have not understood your question. Revati, you typed something, I'm not clear. No. I'm not saying you should avoid why. I'm saying be careful when you're asking the why question, because sometimes it may be like, why do you say that? It may look like, instead of looking like a question, it may look like questioning.
Yes, coach, I understand that point. Yeah, in fact, I was agreeing with you because the why may end up giving them a lot of, triggering from the old stories and reasoning and all that instead of looking forward. So what I generally use is questions like, what makes you say that, or what makes you feel that way?
Yeah, so that's very, very good. But sometimes, remember, why is also a very, very powerful question. Okay, so but you have to be very, very careful with the question starting with why. Of course, you can replace it like what makes you feel, what makes you to say, that is also good. But sometimes why itself is a very powerful question, but be careful about your tone. Okay, good.
Sure.
All right. So, okay, so break the ice, then tell them the agenda. So, Ms. Revati, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a few questions so that I can save time for you. I can save your time. I can save time for you. Now, when you tell somebody, I want to ask you a few questions so that I can save time for you, will they be more willing to answer your questions? Or if you just straight away start with questions, they'll be more willing to answer. Which is better?
First one. First one.
Yeah. So write this down. Write this down. So I'd like to, you can ask the way I said, or you can ask you some other way. I'd like to understand your current problems before we go. We talked about how we can help you to solve them. Okay. Or I like to, ask you some questions so that I can save your time. And then I will go into the details of how we can solve it. And I want you to know, Mr. Ramesh, that it's perfectly all right if you say yes or no at the end of my presentation. Okay, so there is no obligation to buy. So you are giving them comfortable. You are making them comfortable. And then you introduce yourself. As I told you, I'm coming from this company, and this is how we help our customers, etc. And then you go into the identifying need questions. And then finally, you go into the pain funnel, which we'll be covering just now in a few minutes. Okay, so the first, what I've done is I've divided the identifying need in 5 stages. Number 1, introducing yourself or your company and stating the purpose of your visit in terms of the customer's benefit. Number 2, building a rapport by complimenting your prospect and finding something common between you and your prospect. Number 3, getting the basic information related to the purpose of your visit so that you can personalize your presentation. Number 4, asking appropriate question which will help you to find out their need and simultaneously make your prospect aware of the need. And last but not the least, okay, sorry, this is a part of number 4 only. You must also include certain questions which will lead your prospect towards your product or USP of your product. And the last but not the least, one of the most important thing during identifying need is to ask one or more appropriate question which will help you to qualify the prospect. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask right now. Otherwise, let me proceed.
Sir, could you cite some examples of questions
appropriate,
here?
Yeah, okay. If you remember yesterday also we spoke about, would you be able to make a decision by yourself, or are other people going to be involved? What kind of a budget have you got? or have you finalized some budget, or have you thought of some budget? Okay, because need you'll be able to easily find out. Okay, assuming for a minute that you like what I've got, and whenever you are using this, remember the second part of this. Assuming you like what we have got, and I'm sure you are going to like it. Add that, I'm sure you are going to like it. So I'll repeat that one more time. Assuming for a minute that you like what I've got or what we have got, and I'm sure you are going to like it. Okay, how quickly would you like to start? Am I clear? So the last question is for urgency, previous to that is for budget, and previous to that is for authority. And need is what you're already doing. So remember, there are 4 criteria, mainly 3. Okay, money, authority, needs, and the 4th one is urgency. Oh, my voice is breaking. Okay, is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Sir, can you elaborate on USP? Especially in my case, giving my example or giving service industry example.
No, very, very difficult. Who is this, first of all? Is it Abdul?
Sir, Sanjay Rahul.
Sanjay Rahul, yes. So Sanjay, first of all, I don't even remember what your product is. Sorry. Okay, so difficult to remember all the 25 products. But
sir,
yeah, one second. Okay, and number 2 is first of all, do you know what is USP?
Yes.
What is it?
What is my the best selling?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
full form is some
unique selling
proposition. Yes.
Or unique selling point.
Yes.
Unique selling proposition, or easier is unique selling point. So you know your USP, right? Okay, for example, your USP is it's a very new solution. Your USP could be it's used by most of the people. Your USP could be it is the best in the world, or it is the second best in the world. Even second best is a USP. Okay, I don't remember, but once upon a time there were 2 car companies, not car companies, courier companies. Okay, I don't remember their name, and one of them, they were the second best, and they said you should deal with us because we are the second best. Why? Because we try harder.
Okay.
We try harder. So being second, they are encashing that. So how you use your unique selling proposition is up to you. But I cannot give you an example. Okay, but USP cannot be, for example, I always say our trainings are result oriented. Now that cannot be a USP because everybody will say that, isn't it? Do you know of any trainer who will say we offer trainings which are not result oriented?
Right.
Okay, so avoid using the words which can be used by anybody and everybody. In what way you are different? What is it that only you can claim and not others? Now, is it easy to find? No. You may have to spend 3 months, 6 months, even 1 year to find that USP, but it will give you so much power, it's unbelievable. Am I clear?
Sir, as we are in service industry, we can count our experience.
Yes, one of the
that can be a USP.
No, may not be a USP, but yes, it adds.
Okay.
Yeah, common claims are not USP. Absolutely right, Abdul. So yes, your experience. See, the best USP is you are dealing with the Fortune 500 companies. You are dealing with the top 3 companies of India. You are dealing with the best players in your field. So those could be USP.
But as we are in service industry, so we have to count our experience
is
and some
definitely
other
one
things.
of the USP. Yeah, yes. Definitely that is one of the USP. In my opinion, best USP is measurable. Yes, measurable KPI can be a USP. Yes. All right. Okay. So we already covered this yesterday, but you have to do a lot more work on this. Okay. And don't worry how much time it is taking. When you will be getting recording. Very good question, Sine. Unedited recording, I will be able to share anytime you want, but edited recording, which is what I would like you to have, because in edited recording, you can go to the section you want. Okay, that will take some time because the person who does our recording, sorry, Alpesh, the person who does our recording got married about a week back. Okay, yeah, unedited, I'll say right now, don't worry. Okay, you can send me a mail. You can send me a mail. I'll type my mail ID right now here once again. Most of you already have my mail ID.
Sir, I can help you in editing.
No. Thank you very much for the offer. But the person who is doing my editing knows how it has to be edited.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
Okay, so I would prefer that she will do it. Okay, not because you can't do it, but then again, I'll have to tell you, lots of work we'll have to do together, right? Okay, but
I understand.
She's already married for 1 week. So just today also I told her. So she said she'll let me know by tomorrow or day after. Yes, Anand, what is it that you want to ask?
Sir, I just wanted to say that your voice is breaking quite often today.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
maybe
sir.
some changes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can I request you can log out and log in again?
Sorry,
Okay.
sir. What I noticed,
make a co-host,
when you are leaning, the voice is breaking.
Okay. Okay. I will not leave. Okay.
Probably your headset has some issue or something.
No, my headset should be all right. I don't know. Anyway,
It's
Maybe some
happening.
network issue.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll make a couple of you as a co-host. Okay. Who is 2G2? Who is 2G2? Okay, I'll make Abdul as co-host.
Sir, it's Vishnu, sir. 2G2.
Oh, 2G2 is Vishnu. Okay, all right. All right. So I have made, and I'll make Anant as co-host. Okay, so that in case I get logged out or it gets disconnected, okay, the meeting will not get disconnected. Okay, so anybody who wants unedited recording, you can send me a message, send me a mail, okay, and I will share the unedited recording with you. Okay, and next time my voice breaks, you let me know so that I will log out and log in. All right, so coming back, this identifying needs maximum amount of preparation. So don't worry how long it takes, and keep adding. And even after you're prepared, it's never going to get over. It's a continuous process. All right. Okay. Are we ready for some fun?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, always ready.
Always ready. Good. Okay. And this is going to be very, very important. Okay. So, take both of your hands. Okay. And clasp them together. Bring both of your hands together. Can you see my hand?
Yes.
Okay. And then notice which thumb is on top. Your right thumb is on top or left thumb is on top?
Mine was
Right.
left.
No, just notice. Just notice. Just notice. Have you noticed? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what you have to do is you have to remove your hand and clasp your hands once again, but this time your other thumb should be on top. Again, all your fingers should go in between each other and the other thumb should be on top. Done?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it comfortable or uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, right? Okay. Remove your hand, go back to your original position. Comfortable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, change the position. Uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, again change the position.
Comfortable.
Again change the position. Again change the position. Again change the position. Again change the position. Again change the position until your other thumb is on top. Do it 4, 5, 6, 7 times, but do it fast. Now it is not as uncomfortable as it was the first time. True or false?
True.
Okay, first time it was very uncomfortable, and now it is not that uncomfortable. Now, what you are learning now is almost like what you have done. Like this is the way you sell, and now you are trying to sell this way, and it's going to be uncomfortable. You would feel like going back to your original method, because that is what is comfortable, because that is what you have practiced for a long time. Okay, Alpesh, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes permanent. Practice makes permanent. And wrong practice will make wrong permanent, right practice will make right permanent. My humble suggestion to everybody is to unmute when you are talking, and in fact, don't even unmute. Whenever you want to speak something, if you are on laptop, whenever you want to speak something, press the space bar. Speak whatever you want to speak and leave the space bar, it will automatically get muted. Because I know most of us, we are doing it from home, and we cannot control the atmosphere at home. Okay, because I know many of your children, you may have some of your visitors, maybe your brother's children, your sister's children, they may be at home. So I understand your situation. But remember, it disturbs everybody. So please, make sure that you unmute whenever you want to. Okay. So coming back, what did you learn from this exercise? Quickly. Either you can type or you can speak. If you want to speak, raise your hand.
So
raise your hand, so that we have 1% at a time. Yes, Anand.
I think for doing anything which is not natural, it takes a little extra effort.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. Okay, Lakshmi says get out of your comfort zone. Absolutely. And remember, many times we use this word comfort zone, but actually it is not a comfort zone. 1 second, Revati, I'll read what you have written. Okay. Okay, let me read that, otherwise I'll forget. Beautiful. Very, very well said, Lakshmi. Revati, fantastic. Okay, yes, I remember this quote from Robin Sharma. Okay, I hope all of you can read that quote. Okay, so, yeah, so we're talking about comfort zone. Remember, we very often use this comfort zone, but it is most of the time it's not a comfort zone. It is a familiar zone. It is a familiar zone. Because it is familiar, we think it is comfortable. Most of us, we are not comfortable with our financial situations. Most of us, we are not comfortable with our relationship situation. Most of us are not comfortable with our sales situation, business situation. So it is not comfort zone, it is a familiar zone. Just remember that. All right, anybody else would like to share quickly? 30 seconds more if you want to share, either by voice or in the chat box. No? Okay, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about 3 levels of pain. See, you're identifying need. The purpose of identifying need is to understand their pain. How many of you agree? Agreed? Okay, right. Now, imagine for a minute that you or somebody who you know, they have a headache. Imagine you are a doctor. Imagine you are a doctor and somebody comes to you and they have headache. Okay. and if you give them some medicines which will cost them 500 rupees, will they be ready to buy, or will they resist?
They resist.
They will resist. How much money would you be willing to spend for a headache? Give me any number. Don't worry about right.
The voice break.
Again. Okay. So, one second. Okay. I've tried to put in my speaker one more time, and I hope that should solve. Personal, professional level, universal level. 1 second. I think as I was looking at my agreed, yes. Just a second. I think I have missed some. Oh my God, what is happening? Can somebody type something, anything? Just say yes, no, whatever, anything, just type something.
Yes,
Is
sir,
my voice all right now?
We can able to hear you, sir.
Much better. Much better.
Okay. I hope now it should be all right, because maybe there was a problem with my. Oh my God. Can you please somebody type something? Okay, one second. Yeah. The voice is good now. It was a bit muffled on. Okay. All right. So coming back, you might have answered, I may not have seen, so I'm going to ask you that question once again. If somebody has a headache, how much money would they be willing to spend for medicine?
50 to 100.
Yeah, maybe not even 100 max a day, or not even 50 to 100, maybe 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Unless it's a regular headache. Yeah, 5 to 10. Unless they get the headache very constant, right? If they are getting constant headache, then maybe 50 to 100 or even 100 max a day. But what if they had, what is it called?
Migraine?
Migraine, yeah. What if they had migraine?
Thousands.
Thousands, right. Okay, but will they be willing to spend lakhs for migraine?
If it is not a tumor.
Correct. Okay, so if it is a migraine, they will be willing to spend thousands, but not lakhs. But if it is tumor, even lakhs, correct?
Yes.
So same way, when people have a little bit of pain, surface level of pain, they will be willing to invest a little bit of money. But if their pain is a little deeper, they'll be willing to invest more money. And if their pain is very critical, crucial, then they'll be willing to spend any amount of money. True or false?
True.
Thank you, Richard. Okay, so yes, somebody wants to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, see, how does this work in insurance? Because it's an anticipated or uncertain, or I mean, you have to assume, see, the pain.
Okay, first of all, is it Sine?
Yes.
Okay, yes, yeah, go ahead, Sine.
Yeah, that's what. So that's a difficult situation for an insurance, because many times we don't feel that, feel the need, or we don't like to assume that pain for us, that an uncertain pain which is going to happen. So that's the reason, like many times it's very difficult for us to convince people.
Right. So that is where you need to learn how to bring that pain. You need to put up scenarios. You need to have some case studies. Maybe you have some cuttings where somebody suddenly met with an accident and what happened to their family.
Yes. I do that, sir.
Yeah.
I do that. Yeah.
So you have to have many of them. And then you have to ask them questions. Yeah, you can share stories.
I take the stats. I take the statistics from the actual ICMR or wherever, and I put it across. That's how I do it. But again, if you have anything, something else which from your experience you usually you have dealt with a lot many agents, right? So if you can suggest something, it would also be helpful.
Yeah, very good question, Sine. So the biggest mistake I have seen many agents making is they tell, they don't ask. All right, for example, today morning there was a article in the newspaper where somebody expired and their family is suffering, or not yet, today morning, maybe a couple of days morning, and I just show them. But I don't ask, have you seen this story? And they may say, yes, I have seen. They may say, no, I have not seen. If they say, yes, I have seen, I say, so how did you feel? Now I'm sure, Sine, this is not going to happen to you because I'm there to pray for you. Wow. Awesome. I'm not going to read out your name because you have sent a direct message to me, but you made my day. I want you to know that you made my day. Okay, so coming back. Yeah, so if they say, yes, I have seen. So I say, how did you feel? If they say, no, I have not seen. No, sorry, I was about to say, so, Ms. Sine, I pray to God this never happens to you. But just imagine if something like this happens to one of your family members, one of your friends, what will happen to their family? Now, what I'm doing, Sine, I'm asking you to go through that pain. Are you with me? Sine?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So I'm it's almost like you have got a wound, and now I'm putting some what do you call chili on that, or some voice break again. Oh my God. Okay, I'll come to that, Abhishek. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me first handle with Sine. And again, whenever I'm talking to Sine, don't think I'm talking to Sine. When I'm talking to Abhishek, don't think I'm talking to Abhishek. Okay. Again, all right. Let me disconnect and reconnect. Or wait. Let me do another thing. Just a second. I'm going to change my internet connection and see if it helps. Is it better now?
Yes, it's far more audible.
Yes, much better.
Okay, I've just changed my internet connection. I hope the other connection may be a little challenging. Wait a minute.
So basically, you will have to ask ask question.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Yes, Sine, you were saying something?
Yeah, basically we need to ask question that is relevant to the pain and substantiate or show some example. That's what.
Right. Yeah, if you can see Revati's comments, he says, you mean build more pain by asking for how it feels, or if not, okay. Yeah, right. Okay, so you have to give them a feeling of how will that be if that happens. Okay, now, there's a beautiful anecdote I heard somewhere. Insurance is the only way where an insurance agent sits with the wife and talks about her husband's death. Yes?
Yeah, true.
Okay, but you have to be careful. You have to be very, very, very careful. But yes, you have to get them into that pain. Okay, and when it comes to the headache and tumor and migraine, we'll come to that. But right now, whatever you are selling, whether it is B2B or B2C, remember, there are 3 levels of pain. One is surface level pain, one is deeper level of pain, and one is the deepest level of pain. And until you go to the deepest level of pain, okay, the price may be an objection. But the minute you reach the deepest level of pain, somehow or the other, the price objection disappears. Am I making any sense? Yes, good. You want me to repeat? Okay. So I'm saying the minute you get into the deepest level of pain, for example, somebody has got a chest pain. Okay, if they've got chest pain, okay, if you ask them to do some exercise and other things, probably they will do. But if you ask them to spend a few lakh rupees, they may not be so ready. But once they are diagnosed with a heart problem and they have to go through a heart operation, they will not be looking for the cheapest operation. They will be looking for the best doctor. True or false?
Very true.
Very true. Okay. And when they are looking for the best doctor, will they care how much is it going to cost? No. So the price objection will disappear. Okay. So remember, whenever you are getting a price objection, chances are you have not touched the deepest level of pain. You are only at the surface level where, okay, I have headache, it is uncomfortable, it is inconvenient, but it's okay, I can manage. I have migraine, oh my God, it really gives me trouble, especially if I have a webinar, but it's okay. I can't spend lakhs of rupees for that. But once I'm diagnosed with tumor, no amount of money is big enough. No. Urgency is different, Vishnu. Urgency is different. Okay. Right now we are talking about the level of pain. Okay. So all this has to be done only through, acuteness is one part. Yes. Okay. But also what level of pain? Okay. Now somebody asked me for a B2B. Okay. Imagine for a minute, you are the sales manager of a company. All right. And I come and want to discuss with you about, how we can increase your sales. And obviously, it will end by offering sales training. Yes or no? Ultimately, I'll be trying to sell you a sales training, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if your situation is not bad, you have a problem, your management is not happy with the amount of sales you and your sales teams are making, okay, you will not want the sales training so much until it is within your budget. Okay, let's say you're willing to pay me 30,000 rupees for a day. And if my price is within 30,000, probably you'll say, okay. But if my price is 50,000 and your budget is 30,000 and you are not in deep level of pain, will you be willing to pay me 50,000?
Yes.
Will you be willing to pay me 50,000 if your pain is not big enough?
No.
No, obviously not. Obviously not. Okay, if it was within 30,000, probably you'll say, okay. But if it is more than 30, if it is 35, maybe you will stretch. If it is 40, possible, but 50, you will say, forget it. And you will not tell me, forget it. You will say, we don't have this budget, this, that. But suppose you are under too much of pressure. You have not been able to achieve your sales target for last 6 months. Do you think instead of 30,000 is going to cost you 50,000, you'll be willing?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll come to Sine. What you're saying is very good. I'll come to that. Okay. So if you have not been able to fulfill your target for last 6 months, then probably you will stretch. But if I asked you a question, okay, now that is a deeper level of pain. But the deepest level of pain will be, tell me, Miss Sine, you told me that you have not been able to achieve your targets for last 6 months. So you must be having a lot of pressure, right?
No, sir. It's not that we are not able to, but again, a lot of pressures there because they keep increasing our target for the team, especially every month they increase, right? So we'll have to work even more hard. We have to keep changing the strategies. We'll have to reach out more. So that pressure would be there always.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you, right?
You're absolutely right, Miss Sine. But yeah, you told me that last 6 months you have not been able to achieve the old targets, right? I mean, again, I'm assuming here that I have done a lot of work already. Okay. If I have not done, then I'll have to do that.
Yes.
Okay. How long you are not able to achieve? What was your earlier target? What is your current target? What is your performance, etc. Okay. But then I go a little bit deeper and say, tell me, Ms. Sine, if you are unable to achieve your target for the next 3 months, do you think it can affect your job?
Yes.
And the answer is yes. Now, will the budget matter a lot?
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the same.
But I am not comfortable talking to Sine about her losing the job, right? It's so painful for me because I'm thinking, but what will she think? She will think, this guy, how can he talk to me about losing my job? So I'm scared, right?
Yes.
Many times we are scared. That is when you know that you are going to touch the deepest level of pain where you are uncomfortable. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to travel where no other salesperson has ever traveled before you. Vishnu, I'm saying that many times, okay, I'll try to give you another example also. Okay, so remember, until wherever if you are not uncomfortable asking them that question, you have not gone deep enough. If you really want to touch somebody's deepest level of pain, you will be uncomfortable to ask the question. Am I clear, Vishnu? Okay, so there are 3 levels of pain as we were talking. I'll give you some other example as we go along.
Yeah, Abdul.
Okay. Yeah, yes, Abdul.
See, this kind of deep level of question or uncomfortable questions, you can't make it on 1 or 2 meeting, right?
Or you can do it even in the first meeting if you have built enough rapport and if you have gained enough trust. But yes, if it's a big product okay, then maybe you'll need 2-3 visits. It depends on the ticket size.
Exactly.
Okay, if you're an insurance agent, you should be able to do that in one visit or maximum 2 visits.
Exactly. As you said, if it is a big ticket, you can't do it on first meeting.
Yes.
They will simply reject you.
No, I agree. See, again, take everything what I'm saying, but use your own judgment also. Okay, see, this is where the one-to-one becomes more useful, because in one-to-one, I know what product we are talking about. So I can make it more relevant. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sine. Thank you, Abdul. All right. And Saroja, I'll come to some other examples as we go along. Let me go a little bit deeper. So surface level of pain. So write down a few questions you can ask, which will talk about the surface level of pain. For example, again, going back to the doctor. Okay, if you say I have a headache, the doctor will say, okay, how long since you have the headache? Where do you have the pain? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Does it pain more in the morning? Does it pain more in the afternoon? So those are all called surface level of pain. And then if you guess there could be, if you feel it could be a migraine, then you ask, does it happen often enough? Then you say, oh, it could be a migraine. So why don't we do one thing? Why don't I'll write a couple of tests and you can get the test done, and then we will diagnose one more time. And then again, you get prostate example, then you say, oh, I'm afraid it could be a tumor. So we'll have to go for some more tests. So here you will be asking some more questions. So you will have to go to the deeper level of pain, or if it is B2B, you should talk about the business level of pain. Okay, how will that affect your target? How will that affect your company's performance? How will it affect your team's performance? What will it do for your total sales? What will it do to your profit, etc., etc. And then the deepest level of pain is personal level of pain, as I did just now with Sine, talking about how will it affect you personally. See, remember in B2B, most of us, we are only talking about business level of pain. And business level of pain is not enough to make them to feel really painful. You have to touch their personal level of pain. How will it impact them personally? For example, okay, giving one more example for Saroja. Okay, you are the website in charge for your company. You are the website in charge for your company. And as the website in charge, you know what is called security. Yes or no? Yes? Do you understand the importance of security? Yeah, okay. Saroja says yes. Okay, so I'm talking about the security, I'm talking about antivirus, this, that, and other things. And then that is the surface level of pain. And I say, tell me, Ms. Saroja, if you have even one attack, okay, what will that mean for your company?
Huge, sir, huge.
Huge, absolutely. Maybe maybe in terms of money and definitely in terms of customers, right?
Data, whatever.
Right? Now, if Saroja is the owner, that is enough, because that is also her personal level of pain. But if Saroja is working in that company as a website manager, okay, she knows business level of pain. But if I say, so, do you think that will impact your job, Ms. Saroja?
Obviously, sir. That also may happen.
Yeah, now Saroja can feel personal level of pain.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
yes.
Imagine Saroja is going to get married. All right. And she has to lose weight. Okay. No, sorry. Okay. Let us imagine Saroja wants to lose weight. That is a surface level of pain. She is, 5 kgs more or 10 kgs more, surface level of pain. But if she is going to get married, it's a deeper level of pain, because for her marriage, she wants to look better, isn't it? And if I can talk to her, suppose you don't reduce your weight, can it impact your married relationship? No. Health level, yes. If I'm talking about health level, yes. But if I'm not talking about the health level, I'm talking about, will it impact your marriage? Can it impact your marriage? And suddenly because she never thought that her weight can impact her marriage. But if she understands that her weight can impact her marriage, now she is more serious about losing the weight, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so about your field, you have to go deeper and ask, what is it which is really painful? Sometime, okay, don't take it literally, but sometime they have a wound, you have to take a knife and turn it in the wound so that it pains more. Am I clear? I mean, don't take it literally, okay? Don't take it literally.
That's okay, that's okay.
Take it figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to turn that knife because, and again, remember, you are not doing it because you want to sell your product. You are not doing that to sell your product. You are doing that to help the customer.
Right, right, sir.
Okay,
I just add it here.
1 second. Okay, because remember, most people will not take decisions, will not take action until it is really painful.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, understood, sir. Very nice and good examples you just explained. Like, even our product, it is not to promote my product here. It is, see, we are making a separators and a blister packaging. It's a kind of compartments to keep the precision products actually. At many people, what they were doing earlier, even many people now also they are doing, they are putting in small pouches. Okay, yes. Then we explain what is the advantage of this particular blister packaging when they go for, because there will be counting will be problem if they are putting in a small pouches. If they are putting in one tray what we are making it, then what happens? They will be able to immediately count it at a one glance, and whatever the effort they are making to make such a precision product, it will not be damaging it at any cost, unless it is they are really handling it very roughly or something. That is the one we actually explain. Like
but
one day before.
Stop. See, again, two or three times you have used the word explain.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the biggest mistake most of the salespeople make.
Okay.
We explain. Instead of explaining, ask.
Okay.
Because see, remember, when a prospect is able to come to the conclusion by himself or herself, it has more impact.
Okay. Okay.
Because when, okay, all of you can write this down. If I am saying something, you may agree or you may disagree. I'll repeat that one more time. When I am saying something, you may agree or you may disagree. But if you are saying something, you always agree.
Yes, sir.
True or false?
True, sir.
So our goal should be, whatever we want to tell them, we should not tell them. We should make them to tell us.
Okay.
I'll repeat that one more time. Whatever we want to tell them, we should not tell them. We should make them to tell us. I want you to go back to the King of Spades example.
Okay,
how can you bring them to King of Spades? So for example, right now I'm with Saroja. Okay, and Saroja is my prospect. I'm the supplier of this blister packing and all. I say, so tell me, Miss Saroja, you are making these precision components, right? And okay, these precision components, they, even if they get slightly damaged, they will lose the purpose, isn't it, Miss Saroja?
Correct, right, sir. Right.
Okay, and you said right now you are putting them in pouches, right? Okay, and what do you think is the difference between putting in pouches and putting in blister packing? Or okay, before that, have you ever thought of packing them in blister packing? Say no. Have you ever thought about putting them in blister packing?
No.
No, oh, okay, it's okay. Yeah, but tell me, suppose if you were doing blister packing and you were doing pouch packing.
Okay.
Which will make the precision better?
I think we can maintain the precision more in the blister, I think.
You are absolutely right, Mr. Saroja. Very, very few people realize that. You are absolutely, I really want to appreciate you. Okay, and that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, thank
you. Would you like to know how blister packing will be more useful than pouch packing?
Yes, understood, sir.
Now, are you more ready to buy or more ready to listen?
Yes.
Or
yes, sir.
if I told you, Mr. Roja, you have this precision components and you are putting them in pouch packing, but pouch packing is not very safe. Instead of that, blister packing is much better. Will that be better, or was my first this thing was better?
You got answer from me, that was better, I think.
Absolutely. Yes. I hope it has been useful to everybody.
Yes. Yeah, exactly, sir.
Thank you, Saroja. Is it useful to everybody? Have you got an idea of how to get answers from them? Instead of you telling them, make them to tell you. So for that, you have to design your questions accordingly. Yeah, thank you, Lakshmi, thank you, Revati, thank you, Abdul. Okay, that is why the identifying need takes a lot more work than what you are thinking right now. Okay, so any questions on these 3 levels of pain? Amazing, thank you, Kalpana, thank you, Vishnu. All right, let's move on. So 5 parts: introducing yourself, building a rapport, getting basic information, asking appropriate question, and last but not the least, most important is to qualify the prospect. Okay, all right. 3 things. Before I continue, I want to share with 3 things you can do to get the best out of this program. Who would like to get the best out of this program? Just say I or me in the chat box. Just say I or me in the chat box. Okay, Lakshmi, Richa, Saroja, Revati, Abhishek. Very good. So the 3 things are, first is role play. First thing you can do to get the best out of this program is role play. Who would like to know the second thing? If you'd like to know the second thing, just write second. Just write second in the chat box, write second. Okay, 2. Second thing you can do is role play. Second thing you can do is role play. Would you like to know the third thing?
Role play. Role play.
Awesome. Absolutely. Role play.
Only role play. Only role play.
Yeah. So, let me ask you a question. 1 second. Oh, okay. That will come later. Okay, fine. I was making some changes because we were behind, so I missed the order of the slides. Okay. So here are 7 pointers on identifying need. Okay. Don't have to write down. Okay. I am going to show you all the 7 points in a single slide later. That time you can take a screenshot. Right now, you don't even have to take a screenshot. Just listen to me. If you have any question, you can ask. So the first thing, compliment. Compliment your prospect before identifying need, during identifying need, after identifying need, before the presentation, during the presentation, after the presentation. Now remember, people are hungry for appreciation. People are hungry for compliment. So try to compliment them as much as you can. Number 2, it should begin with building rapport and end with qualifying or disqualifying the prospect. Number 3, ask questions, but don't question them. Ask questions, but don't question them. For example, okay, I'm asking Anand, what's your name? And I'm asking Anand, what's your name? Which of the 2 is asking question? Which of the 2 is questioning? I'll repeat that one more time. What's your name? And what is your name? Yeah,
the second one is better.
Second one is asking.
Yeah.
Asking.
The first one is questioning.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I say, what's your name? He'll say, Why should I tell you? Why do you want to know? So it becomes a kind of a conflict. But if I'm asking with sweet voice, okay, may I know your name or what's your name? It becomes easier. Okay, see, what's your name and what is your name? Both the words are same, but the impact is different. Okay, so the tone of your voice is very important. Okay, another thing, always, okay, what do you see in the picture? What do you see in the picture?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
What means is you must get your prospect to say yes immediately. Your question should be such that you get yes answers rather than no answers.
No.
Can you ask any question in such a way that you can get a yes answer or a no answer? Almost every question can be asked in that way.
Of course, sir, you can modify any question to make get your answer yes.
Right. But many times we are not careful. Okay, remember, more the prospect says yes, better rapport you build. More they say no, the less rapport you build. So that is why you have to be prepared with the question, because if you come with questions instantly, you have not prepared the question. Okay, and if you have not prepared the question, you are not sure whether they say yes or no. That's why the preparation is extremely important. Okay, design your questions in such a way that you bring them towards the USP of your product or service. We already covered this, but I just want to remind you. Number 6, very important. When you ask a question, what you should do?
Wait for the answer.
Wait for the answer. Many times, what do we do? What do we do many times? Many
Yes,
times
another question.
Right.
Another question immediately.
Right. We don't even wait for the answer. We don't even, we ask some other question. Okay, so wait for the answer. And one more thing, the more actively you listen during this phase, the easier it will be for you to personalize your presentation. Many times, you can prompt or lead. Yes, you can do that also. Okay, if necessary, you can do that. But remember, many times what happens is we are asking a question for the purpose of asking a question and not listening. Most of the people, okay, whenever the other person is talking, we are not listening. We are waiting for our turn to talk. Okay, can somebody type me the spelling of listen in the chat box? Okay, can somebody type me the spelling of silent in the chat box? Can you notice one thing? The silent and listen, the spellings are same.
Yes.
I mean, not spellings. The letters are the same. Alphabets are the same.
Yes.
Yeah, same alphabets. So remember, you cannot listen until your mind is silent. Your mind has to be silent. Not you should be thinking, you've asked one question. So, tell me more about you, Richa. And now I'm waiting for Richa to finish so that I can ask the next question. Then I'm not listening to Richa. Okay, so be careful. All right. And the last point, what do you see in this picture? What do you see in this picture?
Both are talking, nobody is listening.
Both are
both are talking, both are arguing.
Actually, they are listening. Yeah, actually, they are not even talking. What are they doing?
They are fighting.
Fighting.
Or to use a slightly lower word,
Arguing.
Absolutely arguing. Who said that?
Anand.
Fantastic, Anand. So the point I want to make here is don't argue with your prospect, even if they are totally wrong. Okay, to say it in my words, I'll say never, ever, 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 never, 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 ever, ever, never, ever argue with your prospect. Because whenever you are arguing, remember, write this down. When I argue with somebody, if I lose the argument, correct? Let us say I'm arguing with Nanda Kumar. So if I'm arguing with Nanda Kumar, if I lose the argument. Would you all agree with that?
No, sir, you lose the person.
Huh? Sorry?
You lose the person.
No, 1 second, I'll come to that. You're right. I'm saying if I lose the argument, okay, I lose the argument. But even if I win the argument, I lose the person. If I lose the argument, I lose the argument. And even if I win the argument, I still lose because I lose the person. So write this down. When I lose an argument, I lose the argument. When I win the argument, I lose the person. So in both ways, it's a loss. There's only one best way to win an argument. Who would like to know that?
Don't argue.
Huh? Who said that?
To win is Santosh.
Fantastic, Santosh. Absolutely. Can you repeat that once again?
The best way to win an argument is don't argue.
Fantastic, Santosh. Fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay. So I hope all of you will remember that. The only way to win an argument is never to argue. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let us assume for a minute now it is 9:30. Assume for a minute it is 9:30 p.m. Is it day or night?
Night.
Night. Okay. Now I want somebody to say day. Is it day or night?
Day.
Okay.
It's a day.
Now, yeah. Okay. So can I get into argument? No. What do you mean by it's day? It's night. You know, ask anybody. Instead of that, I can say, oh, I see. I think you are talking about US, isn't it?
Exactly.
See how I avoided the argument? Okay, so you have to look for creative ways to avoid an argument. Because it's so easy to argue because we have learned that right from childhood. Right from childhood we have been, and all of us, we believe in winning the argument. Yes or no? Okay, now if you are not in sales, to some extent it is all right. Even if you are not in sales, it's not all right, but to some extent. But if you are in sales, absolutely not all right. So always find a way not to win an argument. Okay, so here are the 7 points. Okay, you can take a screenshot, and if you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, if you want, we can go for a small break and we can continue, or we can continue. Both are okay with me.
Quick break, sir.
Quick break. Okay. All right. Please take a screenshot of this. Yeah, sure. Give me a couple of minutes, Abdul. Have you taken the screenshot?
No,
No,
sir.
we'll have a small break, Alpesh, because I know today it's going to be another 2 hours after the break also. So we'll take a break. Okay. All right. Any question on any of the 7 points or anything what we have covered so far? We have already covered approach. We have already covered pre-sale. We have covered approach, and we have covered identifying need. And as I told you, identifying need is the most important. How to qualify the prospect? Already we have discussed that, Lakshmi. Find out whether they have the need. Okay, and that is what the identifying need is designed for. Find out if they have the money. Find out if they have the authority, and find out if they have the urgency. Money, authority, need, Lakshmi. All right. And by the way, Lakshmi, you owe me. How much did I tell you? Did I tell you? Every time any of you call me sir, you have to send me a Paytm for 100 rupees. Okay. Instead of sir, you have to tell me. You have to call me Ya, Yati, Yatiji, Yatirajji. Okay, whatever, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay, but no, sir. All right. Okay. So before we proceed further, let's have a small break. It is 7:22. We will have an 8-minute break. In my watch, 7:30 we will start. 7:30 in my watch. Okay? We have got chat. It's okay. We have got a lot of people missing here. We have got 18 out of 25. Yeah, at least 3-4 people were not there any day. All right. Stop my video. Welcome, Sanjay.
Sir,
How is it going so far?
very nice, sir.
Very nice, thank you.
Sir, I would love to share my PPT with you.
Sure.
And I need your guidance for that.
Sure.
I will share tomorrow morning.
Done.
I will share in the group itself.
I don't know how long is the PPT. If it's only
9 pages.
Slides,
9 slides.
9 pages. No, my suggestion is don't share it in the group. Share it with me on my email ID.
Okay.
And then later on, I can tell you, yes, you can share it in the group or not.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Welcome, Santosh.
Hello, Coach. This is Revati here.
Yes, Revati.
Yeah, just wanted to check. This is something already you gave me inputs about, but just wanted to confirm. As you know, I conducted discovery session like how you mentioned about asking questions and all. What is the ideal duration, Coach? Is there something like that? Because sometimes it keeps going for hours.
No,
like
no.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
for
I know
you,
it's definitely
for you, it should be about 20 minutes. What you told me, that is the right. This thing, maximum 30 minutes. See, again,
Yeah.
no, Revati, and ask me this question one more time when we start, because we have got a few more people who are into coaching and training here. So ask me the same question once we start in another 1 or 2
Sure,
minutes
Coach.
as we
Yeah,
start.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Welcome, Kalpana. Hey, we have got only 4 people back so far. No, 5. No, including me, 5. Anant is also back. Okay. Yes, welcome, Anant. Abdul is back. Mahesh is back. Alpesh is back. Santosh is back. No, Santosh I already saw. Vishnu is back. Okay, we'll take 1 more minute. We'll give people 1 more minute to get back. It's 7:30 in my watch. We'll start at 7:31. All right. Yes, Revati, you asked me, you wanted to ask a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question was, what is the ideal duration?
Okay, 1 second, just 1 second, Revati. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop recording and start recording one more time.